We are live on the internet, hopefully this time, because we started this about 2 minutes ago and just realized that it wasn't going anywhere. So hopefully let's, well, they're still showing offline. This is going to set me off here. Oh, there goes. No, we are. There's Twitch. YouTube, I think I'm in the wrong place. Don't ask. I'll tell you what. What's nice about Twitch is you go to your dashboard. Boom! It shows that you're streaming. Okay, we are streaming on YouTube, and the health is okay. There we go. Yeah, we are live. This time, third time's a charm. Knock on wood. We are live both on YouTube and Twitch. This is our show. Welcome to our show. Anything Goes with George and Jonathan. I'm George, and this is my best bud,
Jonathan. You guys can find me at JFPA on YouTube. I think it's JFPA90 on Twitch or Twitter, one of those. But, you know, you guys weren't notifying me.
All right, so let's... Okay, now for the first article, which is ICE arrests more than 280 in Texas at a Texas business, biggest workplace immigration raid in a decade. Now, normally we talk about tech, less about stuff like this. But the reason we're talking about this because it is actually a tech firm that got busted. The name of the company is called CVE Technology Group. They're out of the city of Allen in Texas. And they went in and busted over 280 employees that were here illegally working. And this is, hello. You know, one of the big memes is learn to code, because reporters are being laid off. So learn to code. Well, that ain't going to help you much when all the tech jobs are going to illegals now. Is it? So what do you think, Jonathan?
Tech jobs I kind of have an issue with, mainly because, for one, they're working illegal, and I really don't have a big issue with people working illegal if they're really not taken from us, if they're not doing anything that most of us love doing, like what Americans really don't love technology. So we all pretty much love technology, and I'm pretty sure there's guys who would love to work doing technology. So I don't mind if they're doing landscaping or stuff like that, because a lot of us don't want to do it, and that's all fine and dandy. Or like farm work. A lot of people don't want to do that anymore. For one, it gets too hot and it's kind of risky now, and they want to do it for a low price. And this is the first time it probably actually bugged me, just because it dealt with technology, and that really is taken from the American people, because we pretty much live on it, man. We thrive through it, just like Japan. They thrive through their technology. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be happy if a bunch of Americans just came over and worked in one of their top technology businesses, and they wouldn't be too happy about it, because they have their people, and they want to see their people work. So
I bet they're going, damn foreigners.
If me, you, and maybe like maybe 500 other people took over this Japanese building and kicked everyone out, and then we started working their technology and stuff for them, I'm pretty sure they'd be highly upset.
Go back to America, stupid American.
Because they thrive on technology just like we do, but they're more workaholics than we are. So I can only imagine how pissed they will be.
Oh, I'd imagine they'd be pretty pissed, but probably not as pissed as we should be, because it's an Ars Technica article. Ajit Pai wants to cap spending on broadband for the poor people and rural areas. I mean, come on, you took away net neutrality. And part of net neutrality is they had these companies, AT&T, Comcast, these cable and internet service providers had to invest in their infrastructure. They had to expand. That's part of the regulation. Around here, I've got the fastest internet that we can get around here as far as residential. And you probably have the same thing through Time Warner Cable. Well, it's what is it? Not Time Warner, it's Spectrum.
It's not Warner anymore.
Yeah, it's 100 megabits up, which isn't much, but it's 10 megabits up, which is enough for streaming. I'd love to get more, and it's 100 megabits down. There's places like bigger cities, they have gigabit speeds. I mean, like, you know how you have a gigabit port on your computer? Well, yeah. Your internet speed is going to be as fast as your port can take it in. Because right now you're not only using literally I'm using a tenth of what my single internet Ethernet connection to my switch is capable of handling. That's the internet speed. And we can do better. We should be doing better. I mean, come on. Who invented the frickin' internet if not for the United States? It was the United States military. Hello?
Yeah. I totally agree.
And guess what? If you go to Canada, a lot of Canada, and they're spread further apart, commonly has a lot better internet connections amongst its people. And where the populations are equal in population density, they get better internet speeds than what we do. Things being equal.
Yeah, I don't blame it at all, man. Internet is it's great to have fast internet, because I like we remember when it was just like dial up, man, and that just blowed.
Oh, it would take a whole evening just to download a picture.
So we fortunately, I mean, it's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing. Unfortunately, we had to experience the birth of the internet, and we had to struggle, So it was a tough time, And everyone's just got it easy now. I mean, you can just go on your phone or your internet and just pop it in, and boom, you're right on there. Like, we had to wait for the little dude to go ahead and check on everything and get the little dial tone, and then go from there. And then hopefully it goes through.
That's assuming we didn't get a busy signal or somebody didn't pick up.
Yeah, God forbid someone picked up the phone.
Oh, then you were just like disconnected.
Like now, like you can download an image like in seconds. Like before, you remember how long it took to download one image?
It would be overnight. I mean, and the image quality wasn't even close to what you can get now.
It was terrible, and it took forever to download one image. And God forbid one piece of that image got corrupted. It was screwing the whole entire thing up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you get just even some sort of interference between the two connections, that obviously you're not going to be able to know happened. I mean, it had error correcting, but that, I mean, most of the time it worked, but there were times it didn't, where, I would spend the evening downloading like whatever, an image or whatever. And the whole thing, you get like, to see the image about 3/4 of the way down, then it's just garbage the rest of the way down. Well,
yeah.
You got to either deal with it, move on, or try again.
And a lot of times you most likely just try again.
Well, it depends on the type of image that you were, if you needed it or what it was. Yeah, Mr. Porno. Captain.
What? Hold on, what?
Captain Porno.
Oh, man, nah, forget that. I mean, waste my time and try to download one of those.
Well, and here's the thing is, there would be no way for us to do this with dial-up.
No. No way at all.
I mean, and I'll let everybody know, the way we do this is you call me on Skype. I have OBS, combines everything, puts everything together. That's this computer here. And it sends out a signal to another computer that's in my basement. And what that does is it sends one signal to Twitch and one signal to YouTube. And it's all done through my internet connection. And that's not breaking my arm, patting myself on the back. But if I had a faster speed for around the same price or more, I would get it. Because it would be less risk for us getting glitches or stuff. You know what I mean? Where it would be less acceptable to whatever traffic is going on if we had a higher bandwidth. But it's and that's the thing is ISPs were given, that's part of net neutrality, given incentives to expand their networks, to improve their networks. In this area, Spectrum was planning on giving us offering gigabit internet speeds. Well, guess what? Net neutrality went away. Stopped hearing about that all of a sudden. So any hopes of getting higher than what I have currently, the only way I could probably do that is I'd have to actually get 2 internet connections. 2 routers or 2 modems with 2 wires coming into the house, going down to with 2 modems, connecting both modems to the computer that I use pfSense on, and it's called bonding. So what it does is it actually, it creates one connection out of those 2, and that would be the only way. And that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really, really ridiculous.
Because who else do we have? Right, AT&T.
Around here?
Yeah, AT&T.
They got Central Links.
CenturyLink.
Somewhere, and whatever Chris has.
Well, that's not available to us though, because
I know. We can't get Central Links. The only thing we can get is AT&T and I think Spectrum. I think that's about it. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And so they're more or less a monopoly. Yeah. So there's no incentive for them to improve. There's,
no, not at all.
Yeah, there's every incentive for them to charge us more, but no incentive for them to improve. And that was part of what net neutrality did. But no, because all I heard from some of my friends was what a hindrance net neutrality was to businesses. Well, bull pucky, it wasn't. Part of net neutrality too, and we're starting to see it, is if you have, let's say you have Netflix, which I think you do, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, how would you feel if Spectrum decided to throttle your Netflix unless you pay them $3 more a month?
If they mess with my Netflix, that's not right because I'm already paying for Netflix.
Yeah, but you're not paying. Yeah, you're paying for your Netflix. You're also paying for your internet service. But they want to be able to make just that little bit more money off you. Just because. But, well, here's the thing, Jonathan. Well, you can just go to YouTube. YouTube's free, and we won't mess with your connection there. That's what net neutrality was about, and that is why it needs to be put back into place.
Yeah, that's not fair.
I mean, it's not like it's nothing that you're not already paying for. You're just not going to see a benefit, and there's no law now that says that, hey, if you want to continue to be an ISP, you got to invest some of your money into the infrastructure, improve things, get things going, especially when you're in an area where you're a monopoly. Come on.
Monopoly.
Okay. But it's not just... The thing is, the problem, it wouldn't exactly, going to the next article, wouldn't just be a problem with Spectrum, because you have companies like Sony, Universal, and Warner. Music label Sue Carter complain that high internet speeds fuel piracy. Really? Yeah, I mean, that does happen. I don't disagree with that necessarily. Does it encourage it? No, because you have to pay for the higher and faster speed that you're receiving. You're paying for it.
Yeah. So I really don't see where they're getting at.
Oh, because they want to claim that. Well, first of all, music files are not that big.
No.
Not compared to movies and video. I mean, when we stream, I also record. So not only is the system creating this show and sending it out to the internet, but it's also recording it as we go along. And that video file ends up being, I mean, we switched to 60 frames per second. The last episode we did was like 12 gigabytes. Normally they're about 1 to 2 gigabytes big.
Yeah.
And the faster internet speed for video is what is the advantage as far as a faster internet speed. Not only that, if we decided that we want to stream to Mixer and Periscope and Daily Motion, not a porn site, then I would need to get faster internet. I would need to get a higher upload speed. But no, they want you. You should be throttled. You shouldn't even have what fast internet speed you have, because you're going to pirate our music software, our music. Well, can you tell I just get a little frosted over that?
I mean, they're always. It don't matter what you do. They're always worried about someone pirating music and everything else. So it's always going to happen, no matter what you do. No matter what you put up or how big security is, it's not going to stop anyone. If you can get something for free, you're not going to say no. So they can try all they want, but it's not going to stop anyone.
Right. I mean, and this is not anything new. As far as like software or music. I mean, there was a time where artists would encourage you to share their music. Why? It meant more publicity for them. They got more sales because they let a certain amount of piracy go, because it was their way of getting noticed.
Yeah. And they also that's what MySpace was big for, when a lot of artists use MySpace for to get people to share their music and um, pay for their music. This the iTunes. There are still big loyal iTunes people who still pay for music. So it's not like they're not making money anywhere.
Oh yeah, of course. They're making more money now because you're being charged the same rate. To download XYZ bit of music. An album still costs like 15, $16, something like that, if not more.
Yeah.
But they don't have to print out a label. They don't have to put it in a jewel case. They don't have to burn it onto a CD and make it all nice and package it. And, then you have to go to establishment or go to wherever and buy it. You just download it. But you're still.
I really don't see the point of it. I really don't see the point of the CD anymore because no one really cares for them.
Well, it goes back to like we were talking about. What was it last week about game streaming? I don't want a game stream. I want the software so that when they decide that they're going to yank that game off of their servers that you paid for, then you're just not out of money. If you have the physical disc, you can still play it, unless it's some sort of online only game.
Yeah, I mean, most people are going to digital and digital games and yeah, pretty much just digital games. And some people prefer it that way because they don't take up space, PC wise, and console wise. No one really wants to get up and keep changing out the game. The same thing with PC. No one wants to keep getting up, changing out the game. The same thing with the back to the CDs for music. No one want to keep getting up and changing the CD. We can easily just pick up your phone, go through your list, and just pick the next song that you want.
Well, the thing is, once you download the software, once you install it, like if it's from Steam or if you have a physical disc, once you install it, you don't have to get up to change it. You don't have the CD. Once it's installed, it's installed. You don't have to change it.
Digital wise, yeah.
No, I mean, even if it's a CD. The CDs now, there was a time where you would have to put one of the CDs into the tray just for verification purposes. Well, they don't do that anymore. But my point is if I spend $60 on Call of Duty World at War, which I have, then if I decide 10 years from now, I want to play that game, there should not be any BS or reason why I can't play that game.
Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be any reason why you can't play it.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, the online portion you won't be able to play. But if I want to play the campaign,
yeah,
there shouldn't be a reason.
Now, like if I wanted to download Black Ops 2, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to play the campaign with no problem. But playing online would probably be a different story.
Well, actually, Black Ops 2 is, you can still play it online. It's just your good luck finding a room with a bunch of people in it. But I mean, but that's the thing. Like you say, if you want to be able to, if you want to play the campaign, if they've taken that game away, you just lost your $60. I don't care that it's 10 years later. I paid the $60 to have that game.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be that way. I mean, once you pay for it, it's yours, so you should be able to do what you want.
And that's why I want it on my computer, not somewhere in their system, and then they're just going to stream it to me.
Good old streaming.
Yeah, no, they're going to stream you the game. Yeah, no thanks. Well, to be able to stream a game, I would have to have a higher bandwidth, a better connection to the internet. Oh, but Sony and oh, who were the other two? Universal, Sony, Universal, and Warner Brothers don't want you to have fast internet.
Of course, why would he want you to?
Well, how else do you think you're gonna get those high-speed streaming games with no lag? You're gonna have a very high-speed connection, a lot better than what they currently offer, especially in the area around here. And I could imagine what they go through in areas that aren't as populous as where we live.
Yeah, yeah. I would do. It's crappy, man. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy it and everything. But we can definitely get faster because there's people who's paying less and they get faster. But the thing is, like, they can do it because there's no competition.
Yep, it's called a monopoly. Lovely, wonderful United States, USA, huh? Well, and you know what? And here's the thing, and I get the argument. Well, you don't want to have 20 lines on a telephone pole, which that's true. You don't want to have 20 lines on a telephone pole. If you want to know what that looks like, look at India. If you look at the pictures or videos from India where you see their telephone lines, there's just literally, it just looks like people just took wire and threw it up there. Literally, it's garbage. And it has nothing to do with, and it's not safe. And it has nothing to do with cable management. It's just that there is that many wires. And you can't do that. You can't have that. One pole comes down, 1,500 services go down.
Yeah, that's I can understand that, but I mean they could at least even like thought the option at least.
Usually, what happens is you would get a secondary ISP would say, hey, we'll pay you to lease the lines. That's the way it works, with the cell phone towers, because like T-Mobile doesn't own any of its towers. Neither does Metro PCS. Neither does Sprint. They all lease them from AT&T and Sprint. Or Verizon. Those are the ones that actually own the majority of the towers.
Yeah, they do. And that because it don't matter where you go through, even when you go through the cheaper way, like Metro or what's the other one, TrackFoam, and what's that? The one from Walmart, Straight Talk.
Straight Talk, yeah.
They all either use Sprint towers, AT&T towers, or Verizon towers.
Right, and so like I say, all they do is just lease out the tower, lease out the line, lease out the bandwidth, and this can be done. It's been done before, and you know what? Because what motivates companies a lot of times is laws. Sorry if you disagree, but that is the truth. What motivates company, if they say, okay, for you to get these tax breaks, you have to give them an incentive now. To get these tax breaks, this is what you have to do. If you don't invest in your infrastructure and improve your service, and they shouldn't be need to be told to do this stuff. Okay, this stuff is in their best interest.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to tell anyone to do it.
But they say, oh well, we could jack up their rates and give them the same service, same level of speed, but jack up their rates just for no good reason. And now with net neutrality being gone, they can pretty much do what they want to throttle YouTube. If Time Warner or whatever Spectrum decides it wants to throttle YouTube because they're going to launch their own video service, well, guess what? If you want, you have to sign up for their service. And it's legal.
Yeah, good legal.
Yeah. And okay, we've gone on to that. I've ranted on that for long enough. And on to our next thing. Have you been noticing you get less robocalls?
I don't know. I really never paid attention the first time.
Because who is this? CNET, not the FCC. the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, shuts down 4 groups responsible for billions of illegal robocalls. 4 groups are responsible for billions of robocalls. Really?
Not millions.
Billions, yes.
Like Dr. Evil. Billions.
And where's the FCC in all this? They're sitting on their hands. Really? This is part of what they're supposed to be doing. This is part of what we pay them to do.
Yeah.
Mr. Ajit Pai.
You think they care?
Well, let me put it this way. They cared before.
They did.
They did. That's why net neutrality was put into place. And they did actually crack down on a lot of these calls prior to Ajit Pai. Where apparently he believes the only job the SEC is for him to go to trade shows with his big Reese's Cup mug and drink whatever's in it.
Reese's Cup mug.
You know what I'm talking about. He has that big Reese's Cup mug.
That's funny.
You put it over his head.
I mean, it's not right, but it's funny.
Oh, well, that is the point of this show. To let you learn, hear us rant, and for them to laugh. For our audience of billions of people that watch us every Thursday. Well, for them too. For them to laugh too.
Oh. I say that ain't fair.
Well, you can laugh too. It's for them to laugh at us too. Or is that not fair that they can laugh at us?
I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't be.
We'll get Ajit Pai on that.
Nope, can't laugh.
Yeah, with his leadership, we'll never.
Not allowed to.
Yeah, we'll never get justice. Speaking of justice.
Oh, man.
Here we go, yes. Senators demand to know why election vendors are still selling voting machines with known vulnerabilities. And, yeah.
This topic is all you.
Well, it's... I mean, these are the machines that we use to vote on. Well, guess what? Look at this. Democrat. What's that tell you, people? Come on. Why is it? This is something that just shouldn't. What I'm saying is this is not a one-sided issue, nor should it be. This involves both sides. Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, banana, apple, plum, peach, pear, whatever.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of fruit, too. I mean, these are the machines that we vote on that, determine who is going to be, I don't know, running the country, becoming mayor or governor of your state, city. These things need to be secure. When vulnerabilities are found, they need to be fixed. Which, that can be done with software. But if there are hardware vulnerabilities, which is what they're talking about, then, sorry, until you fix this, it is illegal for you to sell this product. Period. My opinion. You have an opinion on that?
No. I told you, this is all you.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm staying away from it. You're not pulling me in this time.
At least I was hoping to leave me alone.
had to get me. You had to do better than that. You had to get triggered better than that if you want me to get on into it.
All right, that's my rant for that. Okay. Now you should have an opinion with this.
I'm listening.
Which is the iFixit teardown. Okay, Apple's AirPods are disappointingly disposable. So I'm hoping that Javon is either going to watch this episode or because he really needs to get off his Apple horse. You know what AirPods are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you know who iFixit is?
No.
iFixit is, I'll put it this way. iFixit is the Craftsman tools of tech.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
They make literally toolkits to fix your computer, your phone, your tablet, your this, your that. And they even, on their website, have guides on how to take things apart and how to put them back together. So they teach you, in effect, how to fix your stuff. And they offer kits. Sometimes it's, you could buy just toolkits, or you can get toolkits that are for a specific, like an iPhone. See what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. You get any kind of toolkit for whatever, to fix whatever, pretty much whatever tool you need.
Right, and it's just all together in one kit. Well, and again, what they do, they'll take a product, and I'm showing it here, like the AirPods, whatever.
Something.
The things you stuff in your ear, you put in a charger. Now, these things aren't cheap. I looked at the Apple store.
Nothing Apple has cheap.
Just for the charging case. Take a stab.
What are they anyway? What are they for?
The earbuds.
So is it the new earbuds technology that they're coming out with?
They run on a battery, and you have to charge them.
What's wrong with the earbuds they have now? The ones that you do charge them that runs on a battery.
The battery dies over time.
So they got a newer technology now.
No, this is to fix those.
Oh, this is an upgrade.
No, this is maintenance. Like, for example, and
it's a maintenance tool to fix it.
Well, like I said, what iFixit does is they come out with these kits to show you how to fix your stuff. So in this case, with the AirPods, it's how to replace their battery.
And we're talking about Apple, right?
Yeah, they're Apple AirPods.
Someone who's super restrict about you like replacing anything on their product. Are we sure we're talking about the same company?
Yeah. Well, these aren't just for the charging base. Take a guess how much that cost.
I'm gonna say 200.
That's 100.
I was 100 over.
Right.
$100.
Now, for the two AirPods and the charger is $160. For the one with wireless charging, that's $200 for a pair of earbuds. Really?
Screw that.
Yeah, $200 for a wireless charger with a pair of earbuds.
I'm not even surprised. It's Apple. I don't even know why I even want to seem surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
But for $200, a product should not be disposable.
Come on, man. They have a $1,000 phone. Are you really surprised?
Yeah, but you're not likely to just throw that away. These
you drop that thing one time and it's done. It's done.
Well, you could put a case on it.
Gone.
Yeah.
You drop it off a bed. It's done.
But you can get a case for it and that'll protect it.
Hopefully.
Well, you can get those life proof cases that are like $60. Those things are very
for something
rugged.
so expensive. It's so fragile. I mean, I can drop my Android like probably like 10 times before it breaks.
Oh yeah.
I could drop my Android on the carpet. It's fine. Drop an iPhone on the carpet. It's done.
Well, you're not wrong. But the point is you should be able
and by the way, guys, if you're an Apple fan, I'm being sarcastic about the carpet thing.
I wouldn't be. Go ahead, hate on me. I could care.
Don't try. I wouldn't try it. Please don't try to drop your iPhone on the carpet because it might shatter.
That's okay. They can't sue us.
Yeah, but still, I'm not saying just go ahead and test it out.
Yeah, don't test it out. Don't try and prove us wrong. That's not the goal.
So I'm guaranteed it's gonna be some idiot who's gonna try anyway. Oh, you guys broke my phone. Oh.
Well, here, and that goes to the next thing, but then there's a national right to repair for computers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about that.
Yeah.
Well, Elizabeth Warren calls for a national right to repair law for tractors. Really? Now we're talking now this is bad in lots of ways. Because we are talking about farm equipment here.
Yeah, tractors. That's something to do with a lot of our farm life. We can't, if the farms can't get what they need and use tractors and everything, we're not going to have those produces or those eggs and stuff like that. Or if you're big on like celery, all that stuff that goes in the ground, you got to grow them. They ain't got no tractor to dig that stuff up. They go old school. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can do it, but it would take twice as long, for you to get it.
Well, that's the thing. If you have, let's say you have
bring out those donkeys.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you're talking like the larger farms, 40, 50 acres of land, okay? And you have, I mean, when it's harvest time, that's generally not one time of it. I mean, depending on where you're at, that can be, I mean, you have a limited amount of time to harvest.
Yeah, can you imagine?
You can't start harvesting and go on for 3 months harvesting, because by the time you get past the second week, this stuff's rotten.
Yeah, the machines, that's a good thing about the tractors and machines. They pull that stuff right up and ready to go. Can you imagine, doing that stuff by hand? Pulling every single piece of fruit or vegetable up by hand.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
How long that would take?
Oh, well, there ain't enough. How many Americans think are going to do that?
They better lift that immigration law and get them on it, and I'm pretty sure it'd get done. No, but if it weren't for machines, there's a lot of things that wouldn't get done. But we're talking about tractors, and tractors. This is some people. This is their lifeline. They make their living off of that.
Yeah, and that provides food for the rest of us too. Hello. Yeah. I mean, that's like, their tractor goes down.
Like, taking that is it's like if they don't have tractors, it's almost like every YouTuber just wake up one day and all the computers just disappear, and they all disappear for a month. Can you imagine how much money everyone will lose?
Oh, hell no. I wouldn't survive long enough to see the end of the month to get my computer back.
If you're a YouTuber, that's your lifeline. If you're making money and this is how you pay your bills, just imagine, waking up and your computer's just gone, just vanished. Every single piece of equipment you ever had just vanished. And they left a note so you can't get it back for 2 months. Like, what do you do?
I would take it out of someone's hide.
Like you can't just that's, especially if you put really money into it. There's people that put thousands into their computer and their equipment. You can't just, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have the money to go out and go ahead and get another one, and that's all fine and dandy. You're a YouTuber, you got that kind of money, that's fine. But
oh yeah, I'm just over here just
What about all your saved files, all the videos you already had done and ready to upload? Like, then what? You can't be balling then, because now you got to start from scratch. You can ball and buy a new computer all you want, but you can't just make the same content over again. It's going to take time.
Oh, and you know what? It's not so much shooting the video, shooting video or streaming doesn't take that much as far as effort. What takes the effort is the editing.
Yes.
And putting your cuts where you need to cut, taking out dead spots, taking out where you swore like a sailor, making things blend between scenes.
I was editing a video not too long ago, and it took me, and it's literally like an 8-minute video, and it took me almost a few hours because there was a lot of dead spots and there was a lot of errors and stuff. So this stuff takes time, and it's just not there are some people who's unique to go ahead and just do it in one take, but everyone is not that talented, especially me. I screw up a lot. And if I did bloopers, man, oh my lord, you will see how dumb I look.
Don't give me a challenge.
Oh, I really don't want to do bloopers.
I will edit that. I would edit that. I would take 3 days and just not.
You will
sleep.
literally just see me. You'll literally see me talk and then like pause and just look up like, what the hell am I talking about?
Squirrel, squirrel.
And then just go back to what I was finishing. Or you'll see me stumble over a sentence and I'll just like put my head on my head like, damn it, and then start over. I mean, it's not fun to watch. I mean, you might get a kick out of it, but for me, it's very frustrating.
Oh, well, that's what makes the best video, of course.
But no, a lot of people don't understand what goes into behind the scenes of making a video, and sometimes you got to do that to show, what effort you actually put into it. Because some people don't believe you; they think you just do all this stuff in one take, and that we're all magic robots that we just finish everything in one take.
That last video I uploaded, which was creating that streaming computer. Did you watch that yet?
Oh yeah, I watched. I enjoyed it.
That I did not. I did some editing to it. I did very little. The main parts of it were getting the system configured and not wanting to cut away to show that, hey, this is this system. Showing it on the. Once I showed it on the screen, especially once I showed it on the screen. What was in the system, the processor and the memory and all that.
Yeah.
There was no cutting from there until I got to the very end, because I tried to stream at 1080 and it turned out really choppy. I didn't think it would.
Yeah, I bumped down to 720.
Then I had to bump it down to 720. And, because actually what you don't see in that video is me going, oh no. Fudge.
I mean,
this looks pretty horrible.
You made a great point in the video, and it's very funny, hilarious, especially the beginning of it. But the original video is super hilarious. Oh man, because the girl pretty much think it takes
Bad Bunny
so much effort to just sit down and just stream, and just all she does is watch other people's videos on YouTube. That's all she does. There's no gameplay. She's not playing any games. She's not, talking to other people while they're playing. She's most of her content is just sitting and watching other people's content.
While she runs an ad blocker, no less.
Yes.
She runs 2 ad blockers. So and here's the thing: is if you really want to understand the point, look up Bad Bunny. Don't be a leech.
Yeah, I saw that one as well. And I mean, a lot of that stuff. I really don't let a lot of things get to me, but like things that comes out her mouth, it really bothers you. It really gets under your skin. because she says all this stuff about leeching and everything else, but she's doing what she's telling people not to do.
And she turns around and is doing herself.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's you can't sit here and be against something, then turn around and do the same thing.
I loved her statement.
If I was against swearing in my videos, and then like if I didn't want to swear at all in one of my videos, then next thing I praise and all this stuff about not swearing or about people swearing in their videos. The next thing you see me just make a video just me just swearing for like 10 minutes. Then I'm a hypocrite.
Exactly. Well, what's really got on my nerves about her was just besides the hypocrisy of it, was the fact that she's calling people leeches if you don't, because this is on Twitch.
Yeah.
If you don't follow, donate, or something else, then you are a leech. Well,
because you're watching her.
Well, she goes on about how are you enjoying this free content? Well, I wanted to say, my first thought was, well, how much did you pay to stream on Twitch? How much did you pay last week? What was your Twitch bill for using their platform to spew your garbage?
And you're not. YouTube is free content all day, so I don't understand where she can get these logics from. People just because they're watching someone else watch that free content, and then you supposedly just because they're watching you, it's not free anymore. Like you own the video or something, and that really bothered me because I seen one of her videos where she would get mad if someone requests her to watch like a certain video, and how would you get mad? This is something you do, and this is they're paying you money, they're donating for you to watch these videos, and that's all you're doing.
Yep.
And you get mad when one person, just because they only donate like $5 and they wanted you to watch a video, that sets you off.
Oh, well, in fairness, Jonathan, the guy only donated $4.99. So it wasn't even five.
How?
I know what you're saying. I agree.
You can't sit here and I really don't want to get into it. We can get into this all day, man. We can definitely do a stream where we just talk about this. I'm not going to use the word.
THOT.
This four-legged woman.
She's a Twitch tot. THOT is what they call them. Twitch tots.
There's another word I want to use, and it starts with a B. But I ain't trying to use that on here.
Brat. Brat is.
Yeah. We can go.
Well, there's an old British word, and we can use it, and they're called a tart. You ever heard that?
No.
You'll have to Google it because I can't say what the British meaning of the word is.
If you guys don't believe us about this
Bad Bunny's her name.
This female. If you don't believe us, look her up. Look her up on Twitch. There's tons of YouTubers who does stuff about her streams, and they talk about her streams and how wrong and everything she is. Just look it up, and you can definitely find it. You can just go to YouTube and type in Bad Bunny, and I'm pretty sure tons of stuff will pop up.
Oh yeah.
And it's really blows my mind to. I never seen. There's people that's hypocrites, and we working at Sirius, we've seen tons of. We've seen all kind of hypocrites,
Ones like her too.
Yeah, we've seen all kind of hypocrites. People who is against warranties and they turn around and buy a warranty for somebody else, or whatever. We ran into them. We did this because me and George, if you guys don't know, we worked together. We used to be salesmen at Sears, and we sold appliances. And we sold protection agreements. And we would have people who would say, "Oh, they don't buy protection agreements." Then they would go to Home Depot and buy it anyway because it's just a little bit cheaper. But they don't cover what we cover. They only cover the manufacturer crap.
Yeah.
But that's a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
And I see him all day. But this woman is the biggest hypocrite I ever seen or ever heard in my entire life. I never seen a bigger hypocrite ever. No, if I can rank it, she'll be number one. The best. She will get a reward for number one hypocrite because it's. I mean, you gotta watch the stuff she talks about, and then you will see she turns around and do the stuff she says wrong that people was doing, and so, like I said, we can go all day about this chick, man. I mean, it's insane. I never knew this chick even existed until recently, and it just pissed me off really bad. I wish I never knew about her. But since I subscribe to GG Reloads, he talks about her in recent videos, and it's there's really no word for it. I mean, there is words I can use, but I'd rather not. But
yeah, I don't want to have to age restrict this video.
I'm trying to play it safe and use safe words or whatever. It's I don't think you can possibly do it. I mean, you will see. Watch her videos and you will see. I don't think there's any other way to get through it, because me especially, it pissed me off, because these people are paying her bills pretty much, and through donations and everything else. And like George said, she has ad blockers on, so when she does reaction, what I mean, she watches other people's content, she literally pulls up her web browser, and you can see her pull up her web browser, and you can see her ad blockers on, and goes on people's YouTube videos. And if you guys don't know, some people make money on ad revenue on YouTube, where they put ad on a video and they make a little bit of money from you watching maybe 5 seconds of the ad or whatever. But she has it on, so there's no way these people are making money from their ads because she has ad blockers on. So there's no ad revenue from their videos. Well, so she's all praising people leeching on her free on her free content, or she's leeching on other people's free content to make her money, but she's not paying these YouTubers or contacting these YouTubers or anything, letting them know like, hey, I made this much from watching your video, I want to give you this or whatever, thank you for letting me watch it. And all that. No, she's actually leeching off other people's content.
Well, you want to know what's even worse is something I just thought about, is on Twitch. The ad blockers don't work on Twitch, okay?
No, you can't. You cannot block any ad on Twitch.
Right.
No matter how hard you try.
So who do you think's making some of the revenue from that running of that ad?
Twitch.
And the streamer.
Yeah.
When you watch an ad on Twitch makes the money, so does the streamer. So her BS about, if you're not following or donating or whatever else I forget what else she said. So if you're not doing all these things, then you're leeching off my content. Well, I saw an ad before I got into your area, before I got into your channel. Yeah. So you made money because I'm here.
Yeah, and it's this girl. I mean, a lot of people call her toxic.
Oh yeah,
And she made a video of like, how am I toxic? And if I met her in person, I'm like, look, what you mean? How are you toxic? Look at this, and this, and this, and I still don't think she would get it.
Oh well, what's funny is if she wasn't the way she is, wouldn't it be false advertisement? I mean, her name is Bad Bunny. Her name is an innocent bunny.
I mean, that's fine and all, but
she
want to sit here and rant about all these people, and they're paying her. They're literally donating for her just to watch videos where you can literally go to somebody else on YouTube and watch for free. They don't have to watch her and pay her to watch certain videos at all. Where they can easily look up a YouTuber reaction to the video or whatever. But she's right. She's in the right. Everyone else is in the wrong.
Oh, of course. But, let's move on to the next subject. Guess what? Government spyware hidden in Google Play Store apps. Now, this isn't the...
Hello, government again.
Well, no. Now, wait. We've seen malicious government cyber weapons leaked out from the national security, the NSA, and injected via ransomware. But this bit of malware, and the article comes to us from Naked Security, it actually comes from the Italian government. So it's the Italian Google Play Store.
Oh God, I don't go on the Play Store that often. Just have to update my apps. That's about it.
Oh, speaking of, we'll move on to our next thing because, yeah, that was just a little thing to say. If you think America, we have the government watching over us. Well, the Italians, the Italians learned to. But now, for those who don't know, Jonathan and I have done a little bit of gaming recently. And I don't,
Apex.
Yeah.
Apex Legends.
I don't know if you read the article. The Apex Legends update resolves Apex Legend update resolves lost progression as new patch out now. In other words, what was I know we played a little bit. I don't know if we'll
update that.
Yeah, but we may have lost some. We didn't gain very much either because we haven't played it that much. I think we're up to level 5 or 6.
Yeah, we're not that good at all.
Well, we just started it.
It's
the
fun.
Other day. It's
fun to watch. I mean, we're really not that good.
Not yet. That takes time. But not yet. Well, I mean, that does take time. But even the progression that we've got, if we lost that, that's going to piss me off.
I'd rather play Black Ops 2 or something. I wish they did that, man. I wish they did a remastered version of Black Ops 2, and that'd be great.
Well, they did do one. Which one was that? Infinity War? No. Infinite Warfare?
I don't care about that. I want Black Ops 2.
I want Black Ops 2. Me.
That's what I want. I want Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was a great multiplayer. I had a great team. We had a lot of fun. It was great.
The best Call of Duty that because my son and I would play the hell out of it, and it's actually one of the oldest videos that I have here on YouTube. It's from about 9 years ago, and it's Call of Duty World at War, and it's zombies. It was a tactic that we had to, what they call it, a glitch in the game.
I think my channel is only maybe 5 years old. I think.
Shut up and your age discrimination.
I think my channel is only 5 years old. So my older content's only like 5 years. Damn, 9. Whew. Man.
You know what this face means.
I know.
This isn't my resting beach face either.
Yeah, I know. Don't trust me, I know.
Yeah. Well, and our last article of the evening. Shut up. You a Game of Thrones fan?
No, I am not.
But we know,
Sorry.
yeah, we know people who are. We know people who
Yeah,
are. That's
I
why
know.
that's why we're covering this.
Everyone else, yeah, I know they're very big fans of it.
Didn't Deshaun Javon,
One of them, I don't know. I mean, a lot
one
of
of
people
the
always
D
bring games
guys,
to watch it.
were big Game of Thrones fans. Well, I'd suggest these guys not download Game of Thrones because it has the most, and this comes from CNET, the most malware of any pirated TV show comes from the show Game of Thrones. So if you download it, not 100%, but likely it may come with some viruses in it.
Wow. Yeah, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I really don't care for it. I know there's big Game of Thrones fans, and no disrespect to them. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the medieval times and everything. I love medieval stuff. Period. Just the show doesn't strike me for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but everyone has their own opinion. It just doesn't fit with me.
Yeah. Well, if anybody's noticed, I have struggled a little bit tonight, and the reason is one of my monitors fried. Has nothing to do with the uninterruptible power supply. It something went wrong in the monitor, so I'm a little crippled. I've only got 4 monitors running to do the show.
That's it. Just 4.
Yeah. Well, you guys can't see, but you could kind of tell how I'm pointing. OBS runs on the monitor here. 2 web browsers run on the monitor below that. You are here up top in the middle.
Yeah.
When people see the web browser and the different articles, that's the monitor here. And then to my left, or their right, your right, I have another monitor, and that's what has the different articles that we touch on. And that's why I have 5. That's why I use 5 monitors for this show. And I'm handicapped because I got like a hand tied behind my back because that one's not working. Well, to keep an eye on the chats, keep an eye on the stream, go over the article, make sure you're still moving around.
Yay.
Because sometimes, it's because I Skype call you that sometimes things happen that, it freezes up, and I want to be able to catch that before, it gets like out of control, before it happens for too long of a time.
Yay.
All right. Well, we've been at this for an hour and 7 minutes. I'd say it's about that time to wrap this up. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Anything goes. We will see you guys every Thursday at about 7:30. Yeah, we were late again. I think if we were on time, people would probably have a heart attack. But we're working on making it better, being more on time. Had a little bit of technical difficulties because I was going to try out this mic, which is an really old mic, and I thought I better not because it does have a grounding issue. I have to figure that out. And my name is George. This is Anything Goes with George and Jonathan, and this is my best bud,
Jonathan. You guys like to say you can find me on JDOFBA. You can just type it into YouTube, and you can find my Twitch and Twitter from there.
And we will see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Peace.